Good morning, everyone. This is Group 8, and our project-based learning presentation is about hunger. Today, we will be comparing the statistics of hunger issues of two countries, Nigeria and Slovakia. Next slide. Nigeria is a country located in West Africa, and it is a member of the Economic Community of West African States. And Nigeria has a mixed economic system, which includes a variety of private freedom, combined with centralized economic planning and government regulation. Slovakia, on the other hand, is a landlocked country in Europe, and it also has a mixed economy where the growth of global food production has been faster than the unprecedented population growth. Next slide. Nigeria has the fastest growing economy in Africa. However, more than half of the population remains below the poverty line. The country stands on the world's third highest place in undernutritioned children, with an infant mortality rate of 74.2 per 1,000 people. The main reasons for hunger and poor nutrition in Nigeria is, first of all, the lack of access to safe water and sanitization. Then it's the rising food insecurity, the disruption of basic services due to government conflicts. And lastly, the poor knowledge of healthy feeding practices for infants and young children. Next slide. Slovakia stands on the 16th spot of 119 countries on the Global Hunger Index. However, less than 10% of the population is considered to be malnourished. The hunger index scored 6.4 for Slovakia, and their average life expectancy is 77.8 years. The causes for the lack of food security include the lack of purchasing power of the farmed goods. Another reason is that the younger generations of Slovakia are generally uninterested in the farming industry. And finally, maybe of the Slovakians are malnourished because the WHO claims that they do not eat enough fruits and vegetables per capita on a daily basis. Now, let's analyze the data that we collected about both Nigeria and Slovakia. Done.
Next. Okay, so Nigeria hunger problems mainly arise from lack of access to safe water and sanitation. Furthermore, a poor practice of feeding practice for infant hens, while Nigeria have a high infant mortality rate. Also, Nigeria have the 17th highest population growth rate in the world, which means that there is an increased demand for food when the supply is low and is not stable. Next slide. For Slovakia, data show that Slovakia does not suffer from hunger crisis. However, they have to deal with another problem related to food security and malnutrition. The small number in hunger index may be because of economic change in the country, which have led to increase in food price, and this may be the only side problem because considering that Slovakia have the 40th highest GDP per capita, still having an index of 5.0 is still relatively bad. Next slide. And this is the plot graph that show the hunger index of both countries. You can see that Nigeria have like far more, like almost 6 times more hunger index than Slovakia. Next slide. And in this project, I use chi-square test to check that is hunger index related to right expectancy, and the result turned out that both variants are dependent. Hunger index also related with life expectancy. Next slide. However, there is a problem with this test. First of all, the data that we receive have a different year. As you can see that Slovakia and Nigeria have all different years. Like only small, only 2016 and 2018 that have the same year data, and also in this sorry. Yeah, and so we need to filter the data out, and it's only a few number of data left to be tested, and the result might be incorrect. Yeah, next slide. Uh, Next slide.
So let's talk about how having a health problem, how have how having a problem with hunger can affect on health condition. There are several health effects of hunger in that we are going to talk about. First, the hypocalcemia. Second, chronic diseases, and finally, undeveloped babies. Hypocalcemia is the condition of having low calcium in the body fluid. Uh, as calcium in the body is being used by being electricity conductors for muscle to send a signal to move and neural system to send a signal to any part of the body. And the bone also needs calcium to repair and grow them back. Lacking of calcium can lead to many issues for both short and long term. For example, muscle spasms, hypotension, fatigue, dementia, kidney stone, and etc. As you can see, lacking of food or starvation can lead to many problems from like the mild one up to like the cause that can have like uh, injured or maybe causes of death. For the chronic disease, this is a condition of diseases that lasts for longer than 1 year that and also needs medical care and can intervene or interrupt with your normal activities like cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and etc. Final one, the undeveloped baby. From the research, women who have lack of food or starvation while they are pregnancy can increase their baby heart disease chance up to 3 times when comparing to normal pregnancy women. For birth defects, the baby will not get the proper nutrient need to grow, so it stops the baby from forming healthy bones and teeth. Uh, the premature delivery. Futile or premature delivery may occur in a mother who is not eating, and the mortality of such delivery depends upon how far the pregnancy has progressed. Pregnant women who do not eat due to lack of food or starvation can have a premature stillborn baby delivery, and if the mother can carry their baby up to almost at the another time, the premature baby may be born with serious heart and lung problem from a lack of food development. And this is like the problem after the mother give born to the baby, the inability to lactate. A mother breast gain about 2 pounds of weight during pregnancy in preparation to feed the newborn infant. However, mothers who do not eat while pregnant will be unable to store the extra fat needed to produce milk. In comparison, mothers that eating a healthy diet, the breast milk provides the newborns with vitamins, nutrients, and immune protective factors for ongoing health and development. While on the other hand, pregnant women who do not eat will not provide any milk and also much less nutrient milk. Conclusion: results show that the hunger index associated with life expectancy. This could lead to the health condition that occurs from starvation, such as chronic disease, and the disease could negatively impact on the life expectancy. And for the data gathering, there's quite a lot of issues that we encounter during the research, so the data might not accurate. For future fix, we are going to research more for the data, more length of time, maybe compare with more country, like comparing the developing country, the poor country, and like the developed country, the wealthy one like USA, Japan, or China. Thank you for watching.